Hello, hello, hello. I am feeling well. I got not a sickness.
I was just checking you were awake. We're going on in 5. Okay, bye. Okay. Oh, you're done now with all your trips?
Yep. Here, make a smile, Dick. Cool. I'm gonna talk about episode 1700 on Twitter.
Okay.
Yeah, back and done.
Wow.
So happy.
So your next trip, you're going to see. We worked that out,
Yeah.
right? To CES.
Yes.
Yes. So is that your next trip?
I think so. I mean, other than like Thanksgiving and Christmas.
Oh, right.
But yeah, that's my next professional trip.
Ranger Rick, hey. Beatmaster said Waffles totally looked into the camera.
She did.
A selfie pro.
She's purring like crazy.
She likes television.
Yeah, she's a star.
Oh my goodness. Wow. That's a happy cat.
Yeah. Hi, kitty.
Today was great. It was 62 in New York City today.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and I think 60 tomorrow, and then not so good. How's it out there, Ranger Rick?
My phone keeps auto-completing Giz Wiz. Stop it.
Hey, Bleak.
Perfect. Yeah, the weather here was pretty good too. It's definitely fall. It's chilly, but that's good.
No, you don't have leaves changing color, right?
Yes and no. They don't stick around like they do in New England. They just change color and fall off immediately.
I see.
And they don't always do it at once either, because we don't really have a good fall season. It kind of skips from fall to winter, and then winter to summer. It's like,
okay.
That's what we get. I don't have the con cred. I'm happy that this last convention I didn't catch anything. Very good. I kind of went there with a little bit, but I'm good.
And gave it to them.
Yeah, exactly.
And came home with nothing. We have 1 minute.
Oh, wow. Oh, you know what? Let me import the videos. And my gadget does not have a video, so we're going to have fun doing that live.
Okay.
Oops.
That's a good way to put it, Beatmaster. The cesspool, the CES pool.
The cesspool.
Yeah.
I might test these videos real fast.
I've heard of a monkey on
Cool.
That's
Bartolo,
right.
man.
Correct.
Perfect.
You know, on the show we play.
Perfect.
Correct.
Perfect.
Yep.
Perfect.
And then you have a video for the letter.
Yeah, do you want me to play that in the TriCaster full screen or just off of YouTube?
Whatever you want.
Is it anything I need to pause in?
No, it's just like it's under 3 minutes, and it's just his explaining how he did his video.
Oh, cool. Okay. Yeah, let me download that then one.
Okay.
I'll make sure there's no issues. Waffle's got cat hair everywhere.
Eternal Ozzy, hey.
Hey.
Let's see. I tweeted it and on Twitter and Google Plus and Facebook about an hour and a half ago that it was tonight.
Sweet. Okay, I'm all ready.
Okay, so it's going to be 3 pet gadgets from a holiday showcase.
Perfect. Another crappy corner.
And view a video. And one more video from Buddy Yates.
Perfect. Here we go. 3 pet gadgets from, what was it, holiday?
It's the Time to Play magazine holiday showcase.
Perfect.
But anything like that.
Anything will be fine. Oh, cool. 3, 2. On this episode of the Giz Wiz, we have 3 gadgets, 3 pet gadgets from the Time to Play magazine Holiday Expo. We have a crappy corner, and I can't believe it's not better. And we have another video from Buddy Yates explaining all the awesomeness that happened last week. All that and more next on the Giz Wiz! Oops.
D and OMG chat on.
We're gonna just take that one more in from the top.
It's the same dumb show with Dickie D and OMG chat on your PC. It's time for the Giz Wiz because gadgets are his business. They've got a gizmo sickness, geek disease, under pathology, rows and rows of USBs, glowing LEDs. Get ready for the Giz Wiz now.
Now! And here he is, the professor of gadgets in, what do they call that? Tenure, Dickie Bartolo. How you doing, Dickie D?
I'm doing good, sir. And you?
Doing good myself.
Is your travels over?
Last one. He's so happy. Yes, you know me, because that was top of mind. I'm done from traveling and home for the rest of the year, except for like holidays. But that's a lot less stressful than.
Oh yeah, you don't have to prepare for holidays, and you don't have to get on an airplane either. Right?
No, just drive the car down, which is easy. Yeah. So just finished my last Mind Fair.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
And what city was it in?
That was in Charleston, South Carolina.
Oh, great.
Yeah, it's good.
And what'd you do? 6? How many cities?
10?
8?
I don't have no idea.
10? Oh my God.
I don't know. I have done so many this year. I mean, really going all the way back to January. I did here. I can try to count. San Francisco, St. Paul. I didn't go to Los Angeles. Houston. Then we get into the crazy season where I did, New Jersey, Denver, Austin, Sacramento, Washington, D.C., Philadelphia, Charleston. 10. I did 10 this year. Wow. I was correct on my 10 assumption.
Wow. Wow. Now, do you know, is this going to be like a yearly thing?
Yeah, so we're already talking about next year.
Oh
I don't have
my
anything
gosh.
confirmed yet. But yeah, next year is going to be another crazy year for them. So looking forward to see what happens next year. I don't have anything signed. I don't have anything. I'm not looking ahead that far.
Okay.
Let's get done with 2018 first. Then I'll worry about 2019.
Oh, you know, before I forget, this is Giz Wiz show. Talk about crappy corner. Show
1700.
1700.
Oh my gosh,
That's a lot.
that is a lot. You know, and it's gotten to the point where that's how I brag about the Giz Wiz. Is I say, oh yeah, I do a gadget review show. We're at episode 1000, and you know, it used to be 600 and blah blah blah, and now it's 1700.
700. We've outlived the Oh, let's see. I started with Leo.
Yeah.
Leo was up in an attic, and we did it
Outlived
on
the
a telephone.
cottage.
Yeah, in the cottage. He had a room in the cottage with a telephone.
Yep.
And then he took over downstairs. Then he took over the cottage. Then, I don't know, in the hundreds, it went to video.
Yeah.
And then into the brick house. Oh, wait, there was the cottage, the brick house. And
At some point in the hundreds, it got good, and then it got bad. We outlived that.
Yes, yes, exactly.
Yeah.
And here we are at 1700. And you and I, this is our 183rd show of Patreon people.
Holy cow.
I know.
Holy cow.
I know. You know, if you just keep doing them every week, somehow it adds up.
I didn't think that would happen that way. Someone asked, how old was Chad when the Giz Wiz started? The Giz Wiz started in what, 2006?
2006.
Were
Were you born yet?
I was.
Oh,
You know, I do
okay.
some of these mind fairs, and 2006 was when I uploaded my first YouTube video. And I ask, who here is 12 years or younger? Because I started uploading videos before you were born.
My God.
So that's what, 12 years ago. So I'm 29 minus 12, 17.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh my
I was
gosh.
17 when the Giz Wiz started. I could just drive. I just bought my first car. Yeah. Hadn't graduated high school yet.
Oh my gosh.
At least I was born. Let's be honest.
Yes, yes. You were born at a good time, actually.
Yeah. 89.
Yeah, for someone who likes gadgets, this is the
Yeah.
perfect time.
Yeah. Lived through the 90s at a fairly good age to remember some of it. The 2000s is like, you know, that's where I really started getting into stuff. Yeah, this is great. This is wonderful.
It is
Man, I
the
can't
time of
believe
our
it's-
lives.
It is 1700. That's an incredible accomplishment. That's awesome. Yeah, and we're just keeping on. We'll just keep going
We don't care what people say. We're gonna just keep doing it until the internet goes away.
until the patrons go away. Until the Patreon shuts down.
Whichever comes first.
Yeah.
If the Patreons leave us, we're doomed. And if they decide the internet was just a passing fancy, then we're done. Anyway, shall we begin episode
let's do it.
1700? Okay, so Time to Play magazine has this big holiday event, and it's actually like two different shows. One of them are toys, and we did the toy thing a couple of weeks ago. We had the crown feeding thing on your head, and we had the video, the sing-along karaoke machine for kids.
Which I saw a commercial for on like Disney Channel or something. I was just browsing my TV and I was like, we covered that on the Giz Wiz. Yeah, it was a huge commercial for it.
Well, that was like a preview of what they expected to be hot for the holidays, and so now they're promoting them. Well, they also have a pet show, and I saved the 3 gadgets for this show. So let's take a look at gadget number 1.
I've heard of a monkey on someone's back. You have a dog on your back.
Dog on my back. Can you believe it? This is
Yeah.
the canine sports sack.
Canine sports sack. All right.
Dog is
and
staying
tell
very
us what it
still.
is.
So it's a forward-facing backpack dog carrier, so that you never have to leave your best friend behind.
That is really great. Now, how big is he? If he were a real dog, he would weigh about how many pounds?
7 to 8 pounds. This is the extra small.
Okay.
size.
And what's the biggest doggy? Let's look over here and tell us what is the biggest doggy you can accommodate.
Okay. So in our Air Plus model, which is this one in the middle here, it can hold up to a 40-pound dog. Very popular for our Corgi customers, our Frenchie customers. Schnauzer would probably fit in that size as well.
You know, in your experience, how long does it take the dog to get used to being in there?
You know, it depends on the dog, but most dogs take right to it. Treats are always encouraged.
Okay.
They love the treats. And then we encourage our customers that when they put the dog in the bag, to go out and do an activity that's fun. Don't just stand in front of your mirror and model, but go and show your dog the fun adventures that you'll be going on together.
Okay. You know what? Is this for the dog to drink from?
Right now, this is for the human to drink from, but we are hoping to have a new attachment. This is from a company called Vapor, that there will be a little attachment that will work for your dog as well.
That would really be great. And the price range?
$69.95 up to $99.95.
That's very reasonable. Is there room in there for personal stuff too?
Absolutely. So each bag has a side pocket that you can fit water bottle, keys, leash. This model here, the Air Plus, also has a detachable storage bag that comes completely off the bag if you don't want to take it, or you can put all of your things in it and take it along with you.
I think that's very well worked out. And your website is?
caninesportsack.com.
caninesportsack.com. I like this. Dick DeBartolo, Man's Medist writer, and the Giz Wiz One Take Theater here at gizwiz.tv. I'm going to hang around. She said something about snacks. Oh, you meant for dogs.
Damn. That is awesome. I definitely know. You know, I don't know if Waffles would appreciate it. You think you could get on my back? I don't know. I don't know if it's for cats.
Dennis just walked in with a little champagne.
Ooh, episode
to celebrate. Oh, okay. This one is yours.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Okay.
There you go. You know what? It was very funny. When they had the opening of the Brick House, they had a party, and 2 weeks before the Brick House opened, I was in San Diego. I'd won a Lifetime Achievement Award for lifetime in the comic arts.
Perfect.
And I said to Leo, you know, I'm just in San Diego. Is there any chance I can come up and see the new studio? And he said, well, you know what? Well, we have enough stuff here that we can actually make your show the very first show that we do. I know. So I went up to do that, and then they had the official opening of the greenhouse 2 weeks later. The greenhouse, the Brick House 2 weeks later, and I didn't want to, fly back for the. So I worked out a thing with Alex and Jamma B, and they showed me what the glasses were that they were going to have serve liquor on.
Yes.
And they set up a monitor with a tray in front of it. And then I was on Skype for the 3 hours of the thing, and they would put a drink on the tray, and I would pretend to lift it, and then they would quickly take the glass away, and I would take a bite of a sandwich, and they would put a sandwich back on the dish that was partly eaten. And people would walk by and go, wait, are you live? And I would go, look, I'm eating my sandwich, aren't I? It was very funny, and I was thinking, that would be the perfect way to attend parties that you don't want to get dressed for. Parties.
This should be a service that you charge for. Yes,
there you go. There you go. That would be the perfect service. Anyway, before we get to, they have a little video on their website. But Chad, thank you so much for jumping in. It's great working with you, and I do hope we hit 3,400, another 1,700. It's great fun. Yeah, it's
perfect.
Great fun.
Yeah, it's amazing fun. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, just run that little. I have a little 40-second video of actually. I think it might be down a little further.
Here, I can go back to.
I think you just hit it. Oh yeah. I think I have a link directly to it. Yeah, you could lower the volume. So it's.
Oop. There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you want to not leave your dog home and you're going to go biking, some of them were a little scary. I don't think it's any of these videos, like people going rock climbing. Oh my God. I think
let's go spelunking, jumping off.
I know. Let's climb mountains with the doggies on our back. But all these dogs seem to enjoy it. Now, I have to tell you, they sent me one.
Oh yeah. How did Charlie like it?
You know what? It came at 6 o'clock. And I didn't want to unpack it because, I come into the chat room at 7 and I figured I want to make a big deal out of it. So I have no idea how Charlie's going to take to it. But I did read one of the reviews that brought up a fascinating use for this. The person said, this has been a lifesaver. I have a big dog and a little dog. And the big dog likes to walk fast and cover a lot of distance. And my little dog, after 2 blocks, is dead tired. And so when the dog starts to get tired, I put the dog in my canine sack. And then he's thrilled because now he goes for the whole walk. But he just looks over my shoulder and watches his friend do all the real walking.
That is awesome.
Isn't that a great idea?
Yeah, or if you had an elderly dog and a young dog.
Yeah,
totally see
know what, that's perfect. Bagoo said, I see another Charlie video coming. Yes, yes.
Yes.
Well, Charlie, it's either he's going to love it or he's going to say, are you bringing that thing out again? I'm history. Goodbye. I'm under the bed.
Yeah.
So that's why I know they have a video online about teaching your dog to accept the thing or how to train your dog to whatever it is. We're going to watch that video before we surprise Charlie with it.
I mean, 40 pounds is like a lot. Like,
I think
my Charlie weighs like 45. And it's just like, I couldn't imagine putting my dog in a backpack.
I know. I was surprised too that it's that. Well, Charlie, Charlie may be on ABC. He's going to be on ABC News. Whether or not he's going to be in the canine sack will depend on what happens in the next couple days. But either way, he's going to be demonstrating the headlight harness, the harness with the headlight built into it. But Charlie only weighs 15 ounces, 15 pounds, 6 ounces. It's a very light dog. You can put him in your pocket.
You ship him first class.
Yeah,
If
you have a shirt with a pocket, you don't even need a canine set. 15 and a half pounds. So, yeah, you have to also consider what it'd be like to have 40 pounds on your back. Although, I guess if you're a camper or a backpacker, 40 pounds is pretty average. Anyway, so I think she said they range from 69 and change to 95. And they're at k9sportsack.com. So it's pretty clever. Yeah.
Awesome. I almost thought they could name the it's a sports sock. It's like you put your dog inside of a sock.
It almost does look that way. And yes, so the 2 paws come through the front, and then there's a D-ring lock in there. So you lock the dog in. And then there's, I was over on their website. There's a lot of there's a little pad for the bottom if you want to buy a larger size. So if your dog grows up, you can put the pad in the bottom. And then when the dog grows a little more, you can take the pad out and still use the same sports sack. So it's pretty clever.
I love it. Love it.
Yeah. I'm hoping Charlie does too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So part 2 is something called Brilliant Pad that you may not know about.
Bartolo, man's maddest writer, and the Giz Wiz. One Take Theater here at gizwiz.tv. We're at the Time to Play magazine. I guess it's the fall showcase. And I see something here called Brilliant Pad. It's iPads for dogs. Am I right?
Pretty close.
Pretty close?
Brilliant Pad is an automatic self-cleaning puppy pad for small dogs of all ages.
Okay. This is it?
This is it. And dogs use Brilliant Pad just like a regular pad. They can pee or poop, and the machine will soak up all the urine, and it'll dry out all the smells out of the solids. And we can see here how everything's being absorbed in the pad.
Okay, now I assume this is fake poop.
Yep.
So,
Or jelly
what happens
beans,
to
can't
it?
tell.
Well, the machine's programmable. You can set an automatic timer to advance 1, 2, or 3 times a day, or you can advance the pad at the press of a button. And what will happen is everything gets wrapped and sealed. The liquids and the solids are wrapped inside. Everything messy is sealed inside, while the outside is clean and dry.
And it also absorbs the odors?
Yes, so once everything's inside, there's a special polymer inside the paper that soaks up the liquids and sucks out the odor. There's a film that wraps and seals everything, and while it's sitting in the machine, everything is covered. So what that all adds up to, there is no odor coming out of the roll, and your home is smelling clean and fresh.
Okay. Now, if it goes into operation, does it know if the puppy happens to be doing something at the time?
So you see this light here? Yes. We have a sensor. So when the dog is on the machine is smart, and if the timer is programmed to begin, it says wait until the dog is clear.
I like this. So what does this retail for?
The retail's $149 and comes with 1 roll included, and the replacement rolls start at $19.99 on our website, brilliantpad.com.
Okay, and how many pads would you say this replaces?
So this roll is equivalent to 27 pads. When it's all used, the entire thing comes out and is thrown away. The ends are capped and sealed, so nothing smelly is going to leak, dribble out, or blast you with odor. And when you buy a replacement roll, it comes with a new rod and a new cap, everything you need to work with the machine. And these end caps are biodegradable. So you can feel good when you throw this away. Not only is it clean, it's also good for the environment.
And I assume the pad stuff is biodegradable too?
The paper portion is, and the material, we make our pads with 1/3 less material than a regular pad.
Oh, you know, I see you were on Shark Tank. Who invested?
We had multiple offers, and we accepted a deal from Lori.
I think this is super. Okay, Brilliant Pad, the world's first self-cleaning dog potty. Okay? I'll be using it later as a test.
That is awesome. That reminds me so much of the litter robot. Or
yes,
we've seen a few of these. But this is great for someone who has a small dog and maybe an apartment or a situation where it's not easy to let them out all the time.
Yeah, I actually think here in the city there are a lot of elderly people who their dog is their entire life.
Yeah.
And this would be a great way when it's raining out, or if the puppy has been puppy pad trained, to not only have the dog can go whenever they want, but there's zero cleanup. You know,
yeah.
It evidently takes that stuff in, and you don't smell it. And the fact that those end caps cover the entire roll is great.
Right.
So that someone in the chat room was saying, oh, you know, if it spills out the side, but it shouldn't be able to spill out the side because the end cap encapsulates the entire roll. So I think it's very clever.
I think so too. I mean, as someone who has already invested in the litter robot, I know how awesome it is to have a situation where it's automatic. It happens without you needing to worry about it. Yeah, that is just always the best.
And the litter thing for cats isn't that like $300 or $400?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Way more expensive.
Yeah.
And it's been a little bit more of a headache than I would want it to be. It's not. It's not very consistent in how well it's able to mitigate everything. It can be a little bit of a frustration. So this seems really, really good. And not too bad. And also the $20 price for the refills doesn't seem all that bad either.
Right. Right. Well, that's if you subscribe in a certain number of refills or something. But
Gotcha.
it is possible to hit that $20 price. And it being 27 pads, I think makes it more economical not to have to worry that you have to clean up anything. I like that too.
Yeah.
When I get a little older, I might just have it in the bedroom. Who knows?
I wonder if it'll work for cats. Do you think I could train a cat to go on a pad instead of a litter box?
Yeah. Well, you know what?
Great.
Maybe just sprinkle a little bit of litter on it here and there.
There you go.
And it'll get the idea. Yeah.
Love it. Okay, very cool.
Speaking of cats, we do have something for. Well, I'm not going to say anything.
Waffles,
because,
listen up.
Let's watch the video.
You know, on the show we play What the Heck Is It? So I saw this on a table. I know it's for cats. I'm going to say it's for mice to hide in when they run away from cats. How close am I?
You're pretty close.
Oh, pretty close. Oh, okay. And it's Leah?
Leah from B1 Breed.
Okay. B1 Breed. Okay.
Yes.
So what really is it? What is it really?
Yeah, so it's not for mice, but it is for food for cats. So you're not so far.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So gradually cats can stimulate their intellect because of the IntelliCat. So how it works is that in one box you get the whole package here, but you can start with the beginner bowl. So the beginner bowl would look...
Oh, it's a feeding device?
It is a feeding device, so it helps the cat to eat slower and still have fun. Because we know that cats get bored pretty often. And we wanted something to stimulate their intellect, just get them nice and active. So this would
I've never had a cat. My dog ate everything like in one gulp. And so we got one of those bowls where they have to sort of get in and out of ridges to eat. So do cats often eat fast and this is a way to slow them down?
Exactly, yes, that might happen. But also we want, to get them active because they often spend their days just lying around and getting bored. Okay. So we wanted to find a way to stimulate them.
Okay, this is good. Okay.
So how it works. You start with just a basic bowl like this, and the cat has to take his paw to scoop the food out.
Okay.
So the first level is pretty simple. After that, you can just go and like this, and add one level like this.
And now the food is at the very bottom?
The food is at the bottom, and the cat takes his paw to take the food out. So you can see that the space gets narrow.
Okay, and these are flexible?
No.
No, okay.
Exactly, yeah, because we want to provide a challenge.
Okay,
right?
okay.
Yes, and gradually as the cat, grasps the concept and gets used to it.
Okay. Let's go to the final one.
Exactly, yeah. Let's get to the final one. So you'll have pretty much of a ninja cat.
If you put M&Ms at the bottom of that, I don't think I could get them out. But go ahead.
Yes, exactly.
So you've experimented with cats and you know that they can do it and...
Yes, exactly. Actually, this product was created with a cat specialist, very well known in Canada. His name is the Cat Educator.
The Cat Educator. Okay. And so is this sold, did you get everything in the kit?
You get the whole kit, sold at around $24.99.
Oh, okay.
Yes, and it is dishwasher safe, so it's nice and easy to use.
And your website is?
b1breed.com.
b1breed.com. There's what the packaging looks like. And is it out now?
It is out now.
Dick DeBartolo, Man's Medicine Writer, and the Giz Wiz. One take theater here at gizwiz.tv.
Okay, what do you think, Waffles? You ready to become a ninja cat, or just be a lazy cat?
Yeah, I was just gonna say, Chad, put the food on a flat dish and forget it. I'm not doing any.
You don't seem very active. I think you need to be more active, cat.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't think my cats have an issue with being active, but if that's an issue, here you go. There you go. This is what you need.
Yeah, I don't know, because they in their video they show you that like cats like to pull down the toilet paper and run up drapes, and that they might in a hunt for food, this might occupy them, and they'll feel that they've got some see, like that's getting, this cat looks like saying, "What are you kidding? Hand me the food." This cat is saying,
I will
what
wait here until you bring me the food.
Right. This little cat says, they didn't buy me an IntelliCat, so I'm gonna. So you put the stuff in, and then the first ring, and see. So this cat knows. This cat figures, and then it can roll around so that the food moves around. I see there. If your cat,
do you get that if you buy enough? Is that like a Kickstarter level? You get the gong to call your cats to dinner?
Yes, that's right. Right. Well, if you have two cats, one cat rings the gong, and then the other cat comes in, and the cat who knows how to get the food out is the one that doesn't ring the gong. They ring the gong, and the cat who knows how to get the food feeds the rest of them.
Interesting.
Anyway, something different. IntelliCat, it's called.
IntelliCat. $20 on their website. IntelliCat. And it is...
okay.
Yeah. B1breed.com. B1breed. Interesting. I don't know if I'll be buying this for myself, but interesting.
Interesting.
Okay, with that, it is time to move on to...
You know you don't need it, but you might want it at Chad's Crappy Corner. Get it.
Okay, we are talking about the breakfast gadgets, and this one I don't know. I saw it and I thought it might be really cool, but I got home and read some reviews, and they are not good. So, here's the issue. You got butter.
Well, we should just say that the Patreons voted on categories, and for November, they decided cheap breakfast gadgets was going to be your theme.
Right. Crappy corner breakfast gadgets.
And last week it was very crappy. I forgot what it was.
Very crappy. Oh yes. Now this one might follow, and it was the shoot, what was it? It was the eggs. It was the egg
oh my gosh, yes.
Thing that created hard-boiled eggs without shells.
Oh my god, yes. Yeah. You could make a hard-boiled egg in under an hour and 50 minutes.
Exactly. Yeah. And not as good as a normal hard-boiled egg.
Right, exactly.
So this is called the Butter Keeper and Slicer. You need butter for breakfast. Butter is, one of those staples. So this is helped to mitigate the frustrations that come along with butter. This not only stores butter, but it measures butter. It softens butter, and it slices butter. So this is what the packaging looks like. So it comes in this Just Kitchen, and it sort of just kind of looks like that. So I just want to show that off before I jump into it. So here's the whole device. It has two parts. It has a silicon bottom, which is nice and rubbery, so you can kind of see how rubbery it is. And then it has a top that has a little slicing device. So all together, it kind of holds it just like that. There is a dip on one side of the butter that the little window kind of covers up, and on the other side there it's plain. It has some little feet on the bottom. So you would take your butter, and I have two types of butter here. I have 53% vegetable oil butter, so I have like cheap, super cheap butter, and then I have real sweet cream butter as well to kind of test out the various different methods. Now, one of its big things is that it says that it measures butter, and the way that it does that is along the top there is, let me see if I can show this to you, some measurements. Ooh, this light might be a little bit bright. But right there at the top.
Oh, that's each ridge is something.
Right, exactly.
Is each rib an ounce or something?
Right. Here, let's see if we can show that. There we go. So we got some sizes there that says tablespoon, teaspoon.
Oh, I got yeah. Okay. Oh, yeah. Okay. Teaspoon, tablespoon, 1 ounce. Okay, got it.
There you go. And so you can kind of guess where you are in terms of the ridges. Also, very faintly, it's hard to see on camera for sure, but it says 1 cup equals 8 ounces, 1 tablespoon equals ½ ounce, a tablespoon also equals 3 teaspoons, and 8 tablespoons equals a ½ cup, which equals 113 grams. So it does give you a little bit of measurement information on it as well. So here's how I would assume that you would just measure the butter, is that you would slide it to one side, you would use the cutter to say, okay, well, I need a tablespoon, and then I'd slice it right there and pull it out. So first we're going to start with more the cheapo butter, and I have already left this out, so it should be a little bit soft. So first we take it out of the packaging. Now, I was confused on how...
Well, that's margarine, right?
Yeah, this is more margarine because it's
margarine.
the
Okay.
vegetable oil
Yeah.
stuff.
Okay.
And it's already pretty soft. I was confused as to how would this soften butter? How does it live up to that claim of softening butter? And the way that it does that is that this is microwavable. So you can microwave this in the microwave and soften butter that way. It doesn't have any actual real way to soften butter. And I'm realizing now that I don't have any napkins or anything. I'm going to use some Kleenex over here to wipe off my hand. So first, let's test measuring. Let's say we need 1 ounce of butter. So I'll take the lid and then make sure that this is at the bottom. There we go. And then grab 1 ounce of butter. Okay, we sliced it and it came off.
Oh.
There you go. You know, now you got 1 ounce of butter.
Wow.
Okay,
It just
not that
stuck
bad.
there by itself?
Yeah. I hope that works that way every time, and that now this is pretty soft butter. I mean, this is like really, really. Man, that light is just not working out. And so this is really soft butter. I don't know if you can tell.
Yeah, and you know, I don't think margarine actually even gets as hard as buttered.
Exactly. So if I wanted to measure something else, I could push this butter down to the bottom. This time, let's just get a tablespoon, slice it, pull it out. There we go.
Ooh.
So we got it. Okay.
Wow, this could almost be a commercial.
Yeah, this is working fairly nice. Okay, so let's take out the margarine. Get out. There we go. And let's put in the real butter. And this has been out of the fridge for basically as long as we've been doing this episode. A little bit longer. So it is a little bit soft.
So it's been out for 8 hours.
Exactly. Okay.
We have to cut here and there.
Grab that. Okay, there we go. So this is in here. Now let's measure this. Let's do 1 ounce again. Oh, man.
Yeah, butter is...
There we go. Okay. All right.
Oh,
off
well,
an ounce.
know.
There we go. Here, let's put that back. Stay in there. And because it's kind of soft, I can kind of measure it around. Let's get a tablespoon. Oops. There we go. Got a tablespoon. Okay, perfect. All right, so it's working pretty well. I don't need that. Put that back. This is real butter. This is expensive stuff, so we got to keep this stuff around, unlike the margarine.
Yeah.
And then if we ever wanted to just leave it, we could just leave it. It is a little bit buttery and kind of nasty.
So you would just store it that way then,
I guess, yeah, you just store it this way. And are you a person who puts the butter in the fridge, or do you just leave it out?
No, I keep it in the fridge.
Me too. Me too.
And
I have
it, you know, a few seconds before I use it.
There you go. Okay, so let's read the back of this thing. Built-in measurements for teaspoons, tablespoons, and 1 ounce and a ½ cup. Microwavable safe for softening butter. Lids snap on to keep butter fresh. I don't know about snapping on. I don't think these snap on. It just rests on, really. So there you go. That's so far the butter keeper and slicer. But after getting it home and reading some reviews, let's go to Amazon and check this thing out. Not all that expensive. Pretty cheap. 22 bucks. Wait, why is it
that was $22?
No, I expected it to be the Walmart price. Here, one second. $5.
Oh.
$5 at Walmart.
Okay. All right.
It's really not all that expensive. But pretty bad reviews. We got 1 5-star, 1 1-star review over here on Walmart. Also 2.5 stars on 3 reviews. The things that they're upset about is that it's not all that great at slicing the butter. It's better at slicing margarine than butter. Butter is too hard to easily slice into unless it sits out for a while, which mine did. It's messy for slicing, but makes for a good refrigerator store if you need to store a stick of butter. And then it says, this one is interesting, Eastern-sized butter only. I was hoping that I liked it. The price was perfect. But apparently it only stores. I just wanted a compact butter storage dish. Alas, our West Coast butter is different sized. Who knew? And back it went to the store. So apparently East Coast and West Coast has 2 different sized butter. I didn't know that at all. Can anyone on the West Coast confirm that your butter isn't?
All butter is the size that Chad has. Yeah, I know. Eric Beckman says, what?
8 tablespoons? Yeah, that seems...
I mean, all butter is 4 8-ounce quarters, right?
Exactly, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
But apparently not.
Oh, wait, Scooter X has found an article called The Difference Between East Coast and West Coast Butter.
What?
Oh, you know, it's 3 hours different.
Exactly. One likes to wear suits to work. The other one likes to wear hoodies. What? Apparently this is a thing. What? Is that a butter? Like that's 4 ounces of butter. That is weird. That looks huge.
Oh, for the most part.
Sorry.
No, that's okay. If you move to California, your butter dish probably won't fit a standard stick of butter. This is absolutely bizarre.
We need to get a letter from someone taking a photo of their East Coast butter.
Yeah. Well, I think you have East Coast butter there. Well, someone on the West Coast.
West Coast, that's right. Yeah. West Coast butter.
Okay. Can you, so we can make it letter of the week in the next couple weeks. Would you send us a couple of photos of your West Coast butter? Okay.
That is weird.
That is very weird.
Well, there you go. That is the Butter Keeper and Slicer to help you measure butter, slice butter, keep butter, and possibly soften butter if you want to microwave it as well.
And if you live east of the Mississippi.
Exactly. Exactly. It may just be east of California, maybe.
Yes, maybe that's more like
as east as you got to be. Now I have tons of butter. Get out of here, cat. Are you eating my butter?
Yeah, they probably like butter.
Get out of here. Okay. Well, with that, let's move on to Dick's Gadget Warehouse.
They're geeky and they're goofy. Together they are loopy. When gadgets pass away, he takes them out to play in Dick's Gadget Warehouse.
Foghorn.
Our video is from Amy Green, who did a video a couple of years ago. And she, for some reason, she said, I don't know if you guys want this video, but it has to do with what Chad talked about a while back. Feel free to ignore it if you don't want it. Thanks for the show, Amy Green. So I watched the video, and her solution is really great. So let's watch Amy's video.
Here we go.
Hi, Dick and Chad. This is Amy. A few weeks ago, Chad was talking about buying a gadget to move appliances on the kitchen counter. I want to show you my solution. I don't think Chad's solution worked for his Keurig machine.
Yeah.
So even though it's Cuisinart here, this is the same difference.
Right.
I want to show you what I did. I bought the little sliders from Home Depot that you're supposed to put on furniture to make them easier to slide. So down here is the storage container for K-Pods. that makes the whole machine high enough that you can't use it underneath the cupboard.
Oh.
So I need to slide it out to use it underneath the cupboard. With these little sliders from Home Depot, it's easy enough to just move it out when I need it and slide it back when I'm done. So that makes it easy enough. And the other place where I just put them recently, I'm sorry if the bread machine goes off, it's Friday, I make bread. Here's the Instant Pot, which also it's hard to use underneath the cupboard and you don't want the steam going on it. So I just put the little sliders on it and it just moves easy smeezy. Okay, thanks. Have a good week.
I like it. I like it. As long as you don't live in like a earthquake-prone area, you know, none of your stuff's gonna move because it's just sitting there. You know, it's like you don't gotta. You're gonna have anti-slip feet on most things once they're just sitting on your cupboard.
That's right. That's right. So there's a solution, and I think that they're cheap, those little sliders. Amy Green, thank you. Email me your address, and you'll get a copy of Mad Magazine. And if you want another one of those 35-year-old Alfred E. Newman pictures, I'll do that too. Now, I think that was the last video we had from people who haven't submitted other videos. That was our second. So if you want to make a second video, I think we must have something from Mo. But we're running out of original videos, ladies and gentlemen. It's so easy. Like Amy thought, if you don't want to use this, don't bother. I mean, that was a very interesting way. If you didn't want to spend $15 for that little slide tray, it's an easy way to move small appliances around on the counter. So make a little video, up to 300 scenes. No, we're just only kidding. Buddy Yates.
Exactly.
50, at least
52 different locations.
Yes, exactly. He has the letter of the week this week, so you can see how crazy he is with using effects. No, 2 to 3 minute video. All we need to do is see the product and hear your voice, and it be in a horizontal format when you shoot it. And just put it on YouTube. The little drop-down menu. If you don't want people to stumble on it, just make it unlisted and send us the URL. That goes to mail@gizwiz.tv. And we can use one for next week if you want to get to us real quick. And if for some reason you did send me a video and somehow along the line I misplaced it or didn't get it, shoot me an email too and say, what about my video about diamond cutting in the Amazon? Okay, mail@gizwiz.tv. Anything to do with a gadget.
Perfect. With that, let's move on to the letter.
Become the letters, your lovely letters. Become the Giz Wiz letters
now. And if you didn't see Buddy Yates's video, go back to last week's show and see it. And Buddy writes, Dick, I want to thank you, OMG Chad, the viewers, for the very kind comments and questions concerning the crazy warehouse video I made for the show. To answer the questions would require a lot of typing, so I made yet another video. Sorry about that. It has some production notes and explanations as well. And I started with a bit of material from Sunday where I was the banner car in the Palm Springs Pride Parade. Hugs to you and Chad and all the whizzers out there, Buddy Yates. And here's Buddy's letter video.
Hey, Dickie D. Hey, Chad. How's it going? It's Buddy Yates from Palm Springs again. I'd like to thank you and the chat room for being beta testers on my concept of making a video that looks complicated, but it really wasn't. I got some very nice comments from the chat room. There were also a couple of questions I thought I'd address quickly. There is no script, which is I walk every day and I walk in a different direction every morning to come across different sculptures and architecture and scenery. So I have to compose a line in my head, recite it in my head 4 or 5 times,
since I have to edit out all the ahs and ums anyway, I might as well do multiple takes of the same line and then piece that together. So writing and filming doesn't take any time at all. So it's really only the editing that takes time. Some of you may be wondering why I cut back and forth so much. I don't have Dick and Chad's ability to ad-lib. Consequently, I have to substitute editing for ad-libbing. Part of my career was spent as a technical writer, writing specifications, technical manuals, test procedures, that sort of thing. So how does one make technical jargon and data sheets interesting? Well, throw in some pretty pictures. The sunlight in the morning is, especially during the golden hours, very nice. When I'm out on my walks, I have all these crazy ideas, and I thought, why don't I start recording them, and maybe I can make some videos out of them. Maybe I invented it, movie making by walking around. That hour you spend at the gym every day, are you watching a video or making a video? Let's call it a proof of concept. Professional movie and television production try to avoid continuity mistakes. I, on the other hand, embrace discontinuity. Somebody asked what kind of car I was driving. The answer is a 2004 Sebring convertible. It's in good shape. You know, the paint's good, the interior's good, it runs great, it's paid for. So I just wanted to say thank you to the chat room, and thanks to Chad and Dick for putting my video on the show. It was a lot of fun to do, and maybe I'll do another one someday.
I love it. I love it.
That's
I love
great.
it.
Buddy Yates. Ladies and gentlemen, Buddy Yates.
Buddy Yates. I mean, that is just the best. Oh gosh, what is that idiom? Invention from necessity, or invention from...
Oh, yeah. Something. Your mother needs to invent something.
Yes, the mother of invention is...
Yes, that's right. It's necessary that your mother invents something.
I love it. Yeah, that old,
like that.
Oh, that old idiom. Yes, it's necessary your mother invents something.
That's right.
That's perfect.
Yeah. That's very funny. Actually, it's pretty... Actually, he's got a better memory than I do, that he would walk along and start a sentence and then have to remember the next time he starts the camera to finish the other part of the sentence. Yeah. I don't know. Buddy, it was great fun. Thank you.
Perfect. Necessity is the mother of invention.
Oh,
finally.
There we go. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Thanks,
Whose mother are you calling an invention? Okay.
There you go. Awesome. Love it. Thanks, buddy. Thank you so much. With that, also, big thank you to our patrons. Thank you guys so much for supporting the show. You guys support the show every single episode. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Over at patreon.com/GizWiz. Patreon is a platform for you to support independent content creators like ourselves here at the Giz Wiz. So if you love the show, you can head on over there and support. We do it so that you support every episode. Every time we publish an episode, you guys support us just a little bit. And seriously, it just needs to be a little bit. Okay, we're not even talking Netflix subscription levels. Okay, we're talking $1 is great. And if for some reason you don't want to give reoccurring, which Patreon is kind of all about, you can head on over to our website, gizwiz.tv, click on the Patreon tab, and there's a PayPal link on that page as well. Thank you guys so much for the support. With that, I want to head on over to gizwiz.biz to play What the Heck Is It? Because we have a new gadget to figure out what the heck it is. And here, let me show you what the gadget is. This is the gadget, the whole gadget, nothing but the gadget. And this is pretty obvious to me, is, you know, boom boxes have gone out of fad. This is a new type of boom box. Instead of carrying it on your shoulder, you just hold it right in front of your face as you walk along. There you go.
Nice, could be.
Nice big center speaker.
Yeah.
If you think you know what this gadget is, get a guessing over at gizwiz.biz. That's Dick's website. That's where he posts right up about all of our gadgets. And you can play What the Heck Is It? There's 6 Mad magazines for correct answers, 12 Mad magazines for funny, hilarious, clever, and interesting answers. So get a guessin' over at gizwiz.biz. GizWiz.tv is where the podcast lives and where you can subscribe and catch previous episodes over at GizWiz.tv. That's also where you can watch the show live. We record just about every Thursday. If there's ever a schedule change, it says it right at the top of the website, but you can head on over there to see it live. If you know,
we can talk about a schedule change because of Thanksgiving. So next week we're back to Thursdays, and the following week we're going to do another Wednesday because that Thursday is Thanksgiving, so you'll have a different kind of turkey on that day. We'll do our turkey on Thanksgiving Eve. So Thursday, Wednesday, and then back to Thursdays.
Perfect. And you can watch it live at gizwiz.tv or catch any of our previous episodes there as well. Make sure you get in your Dick's Gadget Warehouse videos. Please send those over. And we'll see you next week.
And I'll be here. All right.
Sweet.
So we just need a title and a picture. Bum, bum.
Butter off using a knife. Okay.
Your
here,
butter off. Yeah.
Get waffles. Do you want to look at this?
Well, it's like mine just looks like the bat signal.
It does. Okay. Oh, I don't know if Waffles is going to cooperate. Okay, let's see if we can get her standing on there. Waffle, here, turn around. Don't do your butt.
What kind of a showbiz cat are you?
Yeah, there we
go.
There
you go. There you go.
3, 2. I don't know if there's anything in there. Okay, let's do one without kitty cat.
Okay.
3, 2, 1. Sweet.
Okay.
Nice.
Now with butter jokes. Getting butter and butter. It's butter in your hands. We need butter standards.
The piddle poof, properly packaged.
Now with butter jokes.
Perpetual puppy pad. Butter than ever.
Oh, butter than ever.
Oh, maybe this is what Crispy Bacon said. At 1700, butter than ever.
Oh, okay.
You like that?
Yeah, that's good.
Cool. Let's do it. Thanks, Crispy. It's
Oh, and Becky had it's the same idea, but go with Crispy.
Sweet. We butter our standards. It shows that we get butter and butter. Love them all. Okay, here we go in 3, 2. It's time for the Giz Wiz with Mad's maddest writer, Dick DeBartolo. This is episode 1700, recorded Wednesday, November 7th, 2018. At 1700, butter than ever. Sweet.
Okay. Did I get the... Yes. Okay. K9 says Wednesday's the 21st. I'll fix that on my website. All right, Chad. So back to Thursday next week. Tomorrow night is the CES 2019 look ahead.
Perfect.
It's usually where they announce things that you like. We've rented another 1 billion square feet. And now instead of 177,000, 280,000 people to come. Oh my God.
Yeah. It's like, whoa.
Yeah, enough. All right, chat room, we'll see you. God, talk about lag on this computer over here. We're just watching Buddy Yates's video. The one from last week.
Wow.
Anyway. Yeah, wow. Oh, you see, you're beginning to like it, eh? Oh, it is kind of messy, isn't it?
Yeah. It's pretty messy.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to fix that now, but butter doesn't really clean off real easy.
No, it doesn't. All right, chat room. We'll see you next Thursday. And thanks for coming in on a Wednesday. It was super. Yeah. Beatmaster, thank you. And I'll see you Saturday with Leo. Okay, Chad, take care.
Awesome.
Okay,
if you're here for my Twitch stream, I'll be live in 30 minutes.
Perfect.
Bye.
Okay, bye.